two people the prize, but I'm not going to do that this time. It's only going to be one winner. So if the audience doesn't, we can't make a definitive winner by the audience, we're going to have to go to some judges. I would like to have some judges who can judge the rap contest. Email me at info at Tariq.la if you're in LA, and if you can be a judge, info at Tariq.la. And y'all need to come on down to the museum this weekend. This Saturday is going to be cracking. We got some great comics, Black August energy all day. We got my brother Dwan B hosting. We got Edwana White, great comedian. Chris Sneed, great comedian Al Green. We got Slink Johnson, who plays Black Jesus. He played Black Jesus on Adult Swim. Very funny brother. So it's going to be a real nice lineup with the comics. It's going to be a real nice night Saturday. Go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com and get everything you need to come on through. And the tickets are real cheap. They're real reasonable, man. Very reasonable tickets to come on in and have a good time with us. hiddenhistorymuseum.com, ladies and gentlemen. And also, if you can rap, come on through. Register for the contest, man. We're giving away $500. So if you are a young rapper, come on through. If you are an old school rapper, you want to bust some of them Curtis Blow rhymes, come on through. Make them Curtis Blow rhymes work. When we did the poetry contest a few weeks ago, we remember, if y'all went, we had an old school dude doing some old school ass poems. Y'all remember? This brother got up there in like a tweed suit, and he started doing some old Sugar Hill Gang rhymes. This poem is called Glow. Glow, do what you know. I do this, I don't do it for show. I got the latest in my hand. I do everything I can because the ladies love me because I look fine. I'm real good, I'm genuine. And if you don't think that, your mind is bad. I got something for your ass. I'm kicking it to the T.O.P. And all you niggas want to be like me. I'm like, all right, okay. This brother was going old school with the cadence. All right, player. All right. Shout out to old school. All right. Keep the dream alive. We welcome all. If you got some old school rhymes, come on, let's hear them. Let's bust them rhymes. What's up, CC Friedman? I know you. I need to let you be a judge up there too, sis, because I know you're coming through Saturday. CC Friedman be up at the museum catching niggas. She be up there trying to catch young niggas. She be in there with them short shorts and them things are thangin'. CC be in there and trapping niggas. She be in there on the prowl getting young niggas. So y'all got to come on through. We have a great time up there. Speaking of rappers or hip hop, y'all know that little Asian girl, Lil Tay. Y'all remember her about a year or so ago? Her and her brother, you know, they basically got exposed as being on some anti-black racism stuff. This little Asian girl would go around on social media doing this real stereotypical black scent. Yeah, that's the thing with them. A lot of the people in the anti-black sector of Asian society, you know, the Aquafinas and all these people. So there was this little Tay who was going around acting like a rapper. Like, yeah, I got all this money. Y'all haters don't know nothing. I got this money, y'all. From day one, I thought her videos were extremely corny, condescending. They were not entertaining. And let me tell you something. The people who pumped her up were the tether blogs. It was them tether blogs pumping that nonsense up. And I'm like, why are y'all even pumping this up? This is clearly some anti-FBA stereotypical nonsense. That's why the Tether blogs had no problem pumping that up, because they knew the blowback falls on us, foundational Black Americans. So there was a video of her and her brother coaching her on how to talk with a black accent. And he was like, yeah, no, you got to sound more ignorant when you do it. No. Sound more ignorant when you do it. So when that started coming out, which we knew that's what their mindset was, they were trying to act as ignorant as possible to represent us, which was condescending. So they kind of fell off. So now today on Little Tay's social media site, they put up something where she so-called passed away. Her and her brother passed. They never went into detail about it. And I'm telling y'all now, this sounds like all cap. This sounds like some kind of marketing rebrand. Well, I think she's up there in Canada. The authorities, they don't know nothing about no damn death of no kid. I'm telling y'all, I think it's all cap. I'm thinking that this is some little marketing ploy they got going on to try to make her relevant again, saying that she died on her social media. And what they're going to probably do is say, hey, we got hacked. Oh, I'm not dead. Whoop de whoop. And by the way, I got a new single out. It's going to be something like that. They're going to do the I got hacked nonsense. This was because all of the little janky blogs jumped on it. I think even TMZ jumped on it about this girl dying, and nobody goes into detail about it. Nobody says anything about how and where, and no details whatsoever. Just some random post talking about she died. And I'm saying that this is them marketing, trying to use the hip hop blogs to get her name back in the headlines so that she can come out and say, oops, it was a hoax. Somebody hacked me, and here I am, and here's a new rebrand. So we got to stop taking the bait on a lot of that stuff. We really do. Um, but we're in Black Friday, Black August rather. The August energy is real. I posted another video of recently. There was another chair beating, this time in Detroit. A brother caught a suspected one. I don't know the context of the video, but there was a quick video clip, and I posted it on my page where a brother had a chair, and he was giving the beats to an SWS. So that August energy, that Black August energy is very, very real, y'all. There's an awakening. Ever since that Montgomery video, there's been a lot of conversations about that. And by the way, many of the suspected white supremacists, they've been arrested. Did the brother, the chair warrior, get arrested? What's his name again? I know the police were looking for him. The chair warrior, the brother who was putting in work with the chair. His name starts with an R. I can't remember his name. I got an unsubstantiated report that they had him. They did have him in custody, and the bail was $25,000. This is what I heard. This is unsubstantiated. Don't know how true it is. Don't know how true it is, but this is what I heard. We're trying to get some more details about it because we got lawyers and bail money on deck. So if he's locked down, please let us know what's going on so we can make sure he gets on up out of there ASAP. So y'all give me some details on that guy if you have them. But a lot of people are talking about the video still. A lot of people are still talking about the Montgomery Riverboat brawl. And there's a lot of commentary on it. There's a lot of other people trying to get on the bandwagon. A lot of folks are like, "Oh, we're down with Black. Well, we support you." I saw some East Indian folks. So that is great. That is phenomenal. If we had a chair, we'd use the chair too. So now everybody's getting on the bandwagon once they see some FBAs standing up to the white supremacists for real, for real. Everybody wants to jump on that wave. Okay, and it is what it is. But a lot of people, the Sambos are kind of shaking in their boots right now. The people like Jason Whitlock and others, you can tell the Sambos don't. They're trying not to rock the boat because they're fantasizing about black on black crime. That Jason Whitlock with his big jolly ass, he's up here talking about what if a black person had attacked the security guard? It would the reaction be the same? Nigga, stop it. Don't get into whataboutisms because you can't really say anything about this case negative about black people because black people were defending themselves. So you can't say anything negative about that situation without condemning the white supremacists. And a Sambo is not going to do that. Everybody knows who watched the whole video know that the actions of them black people were justified. That's why the white media, they've been kind of quiet about this video. They're talking about it because they're forced to talk about what happened in Montgomery, but they only show like the beginning video. They don't show the repercussions. So they've been kind of hush hush. They just kind of want this to go away because everybody knows, and there's been videos of white people even justifying this. The black people were fully justified in what they did. These suspected white supremacists jumped a man at his job, just doing his job. They tried to jump that man, and there were immediate repercussions. So you cannot condemn black folks. You can't use the whole, all you Negroes are violent and savage. You can't play that game because the people who attacked that brother were violent and savage, and they did it unjustifiably. And they got everything that was coming to them. So you have a lot of white people now who would just white sacrifice those people. What's up, Jam? What you trying to get? Go ahead and get it. Yeah, and then close the door behind you and make sure your brother don't lock the door. But yeah, they understand it was justifiable. They understand it was fully justifiable. And they can't sit up here and play the savage Negro game. And a lot of the white so-called liberals, they got to go along with the program because it's undeniable that the white people in the beginning were in the wrong. It's undeniable that they were in the wrong. So the best that they can do now is just try to ignore everything. And a lot of people are wondering why did this story get the legs that it got? Why are so many people hyped about this story? A lot of people are asking why are so many people celebratory about this story? Why are people so hyped? Why are people so celebratory about it? Hold on one second. Y'all go upstairs. What are you getting, Mateo? Okay, get all that and take it upstairs. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. My sons are down here. But like I said, a lot of people are trying to analyze why Black society was so celebratory because of this. And hold on one second. Hold on. Mateo, go upstairs. Hold on. I can't concentrate. They're trying to put together a goddamn airplane. All right, sorry about that, guys. All right. Like I said, a lot of people are wondering why there's such a celebratory energy. And the reason why is because when we look at a lot of these situations involving Black people being attacked by these Karens and by these suspected white supremacists, you notice they usually catch us slipping somewhere by ourselves, or there's tethers around who ain't really doing nothing about it. That's been the problem. When we look at some of these high profile cases with going back to 2012, 2013 with Trayvon Martin, you got racist Zimmerman catching him slipping by himself. You had situations like Breonna Taylor, where the white supremacists snuck up in the house, the race soldiers, and started blasting in the middle of the night. And her boyfriend, by the way, started shooting back, by the way. We always forget about that. And they tried to hem him up. But Judge Olu Stevens kind of made right on that and got that straight out there. So shout out to Olu Stevens out there in Kentucky. When we see situations like Sandra Bland, they get Sandra Bland off somewhere by herself and then she ends up dead. You see a situation like Ahmad Aubry. They caught Ahmad Aubry by himself. And remember, the authorities there were all working in cahoots with each other to protect the people who killed him. Remember, it was us who initially got into that case and started uncovering a lot of stuff. We started pointing out the cover up in the Ahmad Aubry case real early and started showing how all of these people were working in conjunction with each other to protect these killers. And then they started breaking bad and jumping ship. And then the guy came out, one of these lawyers was like, yeah, I saw a video of the murder and this is the video and I'm releasing it. They started copping pleas so they wouldn't get caught up. So there had to be all types of protests and marches and all of that to get justice. The situation up there in New York with Jordan Neely when he got choked out by Daniel Penny, I think that's his name, and this was on a train in broad daylight with a bunch of tethers standing around not doing anything. So we've seen a lot of these cases where black people were getting hemmed up by the dominant society and nothing is done immediately. We've had to go through all of these weird processes where the dominant society or law enforcement, they sit up here copping pleas and trying to protect these people who harm us. So what is so exciting about what happened in Mobile, Alabama was that one, these white supremacists got so bold, they tried to do the little lynch mob thing on a brother when other FBAs were around. And that's an unprecedented thing because usually they know better. You see, usually they don't get that bold. See, this is what makes this case so interesting. These white supremacists got real bold thinking that they can jump a brother when all of those other FBAs around. Now, they thought that they would be safe because many of the people were already on the ferry and some of the other people were kind of far away from them. So they thought that they were in a safe zone. They'd get their licks in and then hop on their boat and get the hell up out of there. But they didn't expect brothers to jump in the water and just come down off them bleachers like that and surround them so quickly. Remember, the brothers caught them while they were trying to escape on boat. So it didn't turn out the way they wanted it to. That Ogun and that maroon energy was stirred up on their ass. And the brothers and sisters didn't wait for the authorities to produce justice. We weren't going to wait for them to, the police to come and then start their cover up and then start their little jive ass investigation. Nah, nobody waited on all that. Brothers and sisters produced justice on their own. And it was swift and it was just. So that was something that we just didn't get to see on video in a while. So that's why so many people are excited about it. And, the white supremacists are copping pleas, and the Sambos are copping pleas. But that's that August energy. I told people that August energy was going to be different. That Black August energy was real. I told y'all August was going to come in with the bang, and that ancestral energy was going to be on hit. And it surely is. And we got a lot of folks in here. Shout out to everybody in here. We're going to get some callers in a second. But by the way, everybody, join me this Saturday at the Hidden History Museum. We got a great comedy show, the Black August Comedy Show, and we're going to have a rap contest. We're going to have a great night this Saturday, 7 p.m., Hidden History Museum, 2131 West Jefferson, Los Angeles. Get your tickets at hiddenhistorymuseum.com. hiddenhistorymuseum.com. That's where you can get your tickets. Let's get some callers in here. Let's get O in here. What's up, O? And then we'll get Ty in here. O and then Ty. What's up, O?
Hey, what's going on, Flex?
What's happening with you? What's on your mind, sir?
Man, I just wanted to speak to in regard to the Montgomery Brawl, how one thing that we really need to pay attention to is just like the code of conduct and how everybody operated in the situation. Like, not a whole bunch of people on their phones, not a whole
Right.
bunch of screaming and yelling. Like, people got to understand when it's time to really get down, those things are pivotal. Because when it's time to
Yeah.
put in work, you need to be able to focus. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So
Yes, indeed.
that's really something to pay attention to. Like, when it's time to go down, that's how I got to go down. No phones, jump in there, get in there. The woman ain't a whole bunch of screaming, and we do what we got to do. So that's all. I just wanted to point that out.
Real good point, brother. Yeah, when y'all look at the video, you notice the video, that's how you supposed to act. You didn't have a bunch of dudes standing around on their phones. Them dudes came in war ready. Didn't nobody have a phone out on the bottom part down there where the action was. Now there were people who were like on the boats and on the stands somewhere where they really couldn't get down there as fast who had their phones. But the brothers and sisters who were down there in the mix, nobody had their phones out. Nobody had their phones. And the sisters, they weren't running around screaming. Them sisters was throwing hands too, catching them Karens. Because those Karens, see, those Karens, we were looking at some of the other angles of some of the footage. Many of them Karens were getting their kicks in when they were jumping on that brother. Them Karens were going over there kicking that brother when he was on the ground. A lot of people didn't catch that. I've seen different angles of the fight. Them little jive ass Karens were getting their little licks in too. So when they ended up getting washed, they want to sit here and some of the white supremacist trolls want to cop, please. Oh God, that's a woman, dude. Why are they beating on innocent women? No, Karen ain't innocent. Karen tried to throw a jab in there and then got that same energy right back from them sisters and the chair warrior. The chair warrior let her know what was going on too. So yeah, they are not innocent by a long shot. Let's get Ty in here. What's up, Ty? What's up, Ty?
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. How are you, bro?
It's good. I just wanted to say, yeah, that's crazy as fuck. They have their asses whooped.
Bro? What you? I can't understand you, brother. What's going on with your phone, bro?
Can you hear me?
Brother, are you in a bubble bath right now? I hear water. This brother is taking a midnight pomegranate bath salt soak. Brother, finish soaking, brother. You got too much energy going on. You're in your bathroom soaking your legs. I'll talk to you later, brother. Don't call me when y'all in the bathtub with some aroma beads in there trying to understand your inner self. All right, let's get your shit together. All right. Let's get FBA Vanilla Ice. Okay.
So yeah, I remember you talked to my homeboy, this Ayatollah dude, Muslim dude, like it was like 2 weeks ago, I remember. Yeah. So I think,
Okay.
yeah, so we both live in Utah, so he got offended the way you talked to him. I thought you were racist towards Muslims, like you said you can't be FBA. Why? I mean, I'm saying like we should be inclusive, so they can be FBA. I mean, they need reparations. All right. So what I'm saying is, I mean, it's all about FBA is all about love and being, friendly to other.
Oh, let me get some more people. Boy, you at least make your trolling creative. You're trolling it. The premise is already bad. Damn, at least make your trolling creative. The premise is bad. You're trying to think of material on the fly. You didn't think none of it out. Boy, you people are so uncreative. Lord, at least be creative with your trolling. Let's get all right, let's get Great Lakes Champion. Great Lakes Champion. All right.
Yo, Tariq.
What's up, Great Lakes
What's up,
Champion?
man? I just got to ask you, after the events of what happened over there in Montgomery, are you going to have some martial arts classes at your museum? I think you do
And we
something like
might
that.
need to do that. We need to have some chair kwando
That's
classes to
cool.
show brothers how to work them damn chairs on their ass. That's what we need to have. But shit, I want to go down to Montgomery and kick it with the Montgomery family just to let them know we're riding with them. Because again, a lot of my family's down there in Alabama. My dad was born in Montgomery, so I'm probably kin to a lot of those people that was in the brawl. By the way, shout out to those folks. All right, let's get let me see. Let's get what's your name, brother? Mac Ellen LMN. Mac LMN. I can't pronounce your name, sir. There's a lot of numbers and letters in there.
Oh, MC LMNOP. I rap for you and Layla and
Oh,
Bree
well, when did you rap for us,
on
brother?
your show when you had Ism Radio, and I was at the
Oh,
reparations march too.
oh, cool. Man, are you in LA?
No. I live in Miami. I flew to DC to be with y'all.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I was about to say if you were in LA, would have you come down to the rap
I,
contest this
I
week?
would love to. Cause I actually have a rap song called the Education Song, but that's another thing. But I wanted to ask you a question. Brother Nelly Fuller, he's extremely against celebrating. He says that the only time black people should ever celebrate is the day that white supremacy is replaced with a system of justice. And he has a
Hmm.
quote that says, he says, "Do not celebrate what has been done. Instead, focus on what needs to be done." So I just wanted to ask you,
Right.
what is your opinion about that?
Yeah, I understand where Neely Fuller is coming from. And look, we don't, we enjoy and we appreciate what was done down in Montgomery. We like that. We still have to be focused and we have to keep our eyes on the prize and we have to keep that same energy. I don't want us to get too celebratory because we kind of do have a habit. We get a little victory and then we want to celebrate that victory for 50 years. We got to keep that same energy because these white supremacists will regroup. They're very aware that they took an L down in Montgomery. The white supremacists are very well aware of that. I want y'all to know. So there has to be a global, or well, at least a nationwide codification with us, and we got to really keep that same energy because they want to retaliate in some way. They're just trying to figure out how. Um, they don't want us to be that codified. See, that's the thing that they feared, us being codified and us just understanding the assignment through osmosis, meaning that we immediately, within seconds, know how to protect each other and look out for each other and produce justice in a way to replace systematic white supremacy. So they're shaking in their boots. Be very clear. So they're trying to regroup. So we better understand that part of the game. Let's get Lord Yoda. Lord Yoda.
What's up, God? Peace, God. Peace, God.
Um, what's up, brother? How are
I'm
you, sir?
well, brother. I just wanted to say reiterate what you just said, bro. Please believe that they are at the fucking drawing board right now.
Yep.
Also, also, when I finally got to come down to the south and see my lineage and see where my grandma's side of my family is from, like you see, there is a sense of more of a sense of community than I'm actually from Cincinnati. My grandmother's from Atlanta. My mother, she birthed my mother in Birmingham, Alabama. So I'm
Yeah.
able to see how the sense of community is just it's more of a warm feeling here. So it's like we get on cold more so in the south like than we do up north, and that's probably like a bit of
Yeah.
dark science on the enemy's part. But I just want to encourage everybody to be on their P's and Q's, and I land my plane. Peace to the gods and goddesses.
Thank you so much, brother. Yeah, man. And I talked about this before. Like in the South, um, a lot of our grandparents, they were out there on the farms, in the woods, dealing with nature. So they understand. They still have that root work spirit. Um, we still got the grandmothers who know how to go out there in the backyard and put their hands in that soil. So there's a certain energy when you have grandmothers like that. I'm telling you, there's a certain energy that's different with sisters like that. There's a different vibe in the household when your grandmother knows how to go out there and put her hands in that soil, in that ground, and grow things and bring it in the house. There's a different energy. You understand? And they want to keep us away from that. They don't want us to have the agrarian mindset. They want us to have more of an urban mindset because they can control us in urban areas better. They just house us in projects and police the areas a certain way. And, they can better control us in urban environments. They know that. That's why I like for us to start tapping back into nature. Right now, I'm in the woods of California. Right now, I'm in Central California in the national parks area, and I take my family up here or in different wooded places and in nature places. We take little nature vacations all the time just to be in the woods. I'm literally in the middle of nowhere. I'm in the woods right now, surrounded by bears and owls and shit. I'm in the woods right now. So I'm getting my kids used to that. Getting your hands and feet in the soil, in the rivers and the creeks, to just understand and appreciate nature. And we're the only black people up here. We go to these places where we are now. For example, we're going around town and like we're literally the only black family here. The white people are very nice. When it's like one black family, they're very, very nice. they're extremely nice when it's one black family, because they want us to go back and tell everybody how nice they are. You know, you understand? They have no problem being nice to the one black family. Now, that niceness turns on a different trajectory when there's about six niggas. There's a six nigga rule. The white supremacists, they're very nice to one black person, maybe two, but when there's about six, like six black families or six black individuals, that's when they go on alert. There's a problem. Now we got to start questioning. Nope, we got to start asking the police to get involved. These niggas up to no good. Right up until six, I'm telling you. Claude Anderson talks about this too in one of his books. He talk about the white people are fine until that sixth black family moves in. That's when there's a problem. They're cool up until six. Six is a very pivotal number for them. And that goes back into the slave thing too, because they had laws where it was illegal for six or more black people to gather, because they saw it when black people start gathering in large numbers, we start putting our heads together and start getting on code. Then all of a sudden we start turning up on their asses. So they had to start making laws and rules. If we see a group of black people together, there has to be a white person there, usually six. If there's six niggas together, nope, that's six too many. One or two working together for Master Johnson, that's fine. They're just doing their assignment. But when you get around six, now these niggas are going to start getting on code, putting their heads together, and then they become a threat. Six niggas can do a lot of damage to white society. They understand a very small number of us on code is a powder keg. They understand that. Even with the Nat Turner Rebellion, there was only a handful of those guys in the Nat Turner Rebellion, and that caused terror all over the South. That terrorized them all over the South. So they still have that mentality. They don't like too many of us to gather around, especially when black men and black women get on code. That's why they're always trying to bust us up gender wise. Sophia, hop in, dear.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, beloved, how are you?
I'm doing great. I just want to give my FBA brothers a huge hand clap for
Yeah.
the Montgomery Ball. Like y'all keep that energy. That's what we need. We
Mm-hmm.
it is gonna do something to us black women, FBA women psychologically.
Yeah.
To see y'all stand up and say we're not, because we are the only women at this point that are not protected, and we
Yeah.
don't, and there needs to be a code in place so people can know you can't run up on us, because you
Yeah.
can't run up on nobody else's women, because there are rules and regulations to that. And
Yeah.
for the dominant society that keep talking about, oh, you can't hit women, just remember what y'all do to us.
Yes. Yeah.
It's fair game, because Karens are the one of the biggest instigators
Yep.
on the planet. She starts the stuff and then she runs and screams foul.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to say, y'all FBA brothers, y'all keep it up. Y'all are the leaders of the world.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. But don't let them run that game where the women can't get touched. They sit up here when sisters get hemmed up. These people were laughing at Breonna Taylor getting killed. These people were laughing at Sandra Bland. These people laugh at sisters getting beat down. They think it's funny when a sister get hemmed up. They think they start cacaing and kikiing. Oops, she shouldn't have resisted. They say all types of stuff. Well, Karen, when they got jumped on and got some of that chair action, well, they shouldn't have been kicking on people. Don't sit here and try to play the old woes me. Oh, you don't do that to women, because truth be told, if you look at the video, the white dude was trying to swing on sisters. Don't forget, in the Montgomery video, the white dude, he was running past the brothers, and he tried to beat down on the sister, and then really got worked over. He really got hands and feet put on him then. So don't let them run that game. What's going on? Dark and Lovely. Hop on, Dark and Lovely.
Hey Tariq, how are you, sweetheart?
Hey dear, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Um, I love the black family. I always stomp for
Yeah.
the black family. But I have a thing I want to bring up. And the thing is that, either y'all fuck with the FBAs in New York or y'all don't. Which one
Mm-hmm.
is it? Because there's a lot of little shots going on towards New York. And if y'all fuck with us, y'all fuck with us. If y'all don't, y'all don't. Because if y'all don't, we can just do our thing separately for reparations, and we can keep it moving from there.
Yeah, well, we still rock with the FBA brothers and sisters in New York, have they? Of course. The issue that we have, a lot of people have, is that there are a lot of people who are non-FBA in New York, and when things go down, there's a lot of off-code behavior. Again, with the whole Jordan Nealon situation, with the brother getting hemmed up on that train like that, that
Right.
was a no-no for all of them tethers standing around watching that shit. Major no-no,
Well, the
major
thing
damn.
is that we're overrun with immigrants, right? So
Yeah,
like if you add like Haitians, Jamaicans, and everybody together, they're more than us. There's nothing we can do about
I
that.
know that.
But
Yes,
right, but the thing is that we see little shots that it's kind of like, I don't know if it's just, shots at the immigrants in New York, or as if it's shots at the FBA in New York. So it kind of makes me feel some type of way. So I feel like, if we're gonna do this, you know what I mean? If we're gonna do this together, we're gonna do this together. If we're gonna part ways and we can just do our reparations thing separate, we can do that also. Because sometimes, Tariq, it kind of feels like they kind of throwing shots at, the immigrants, but then again, it feel like they also throwing shots at the FBA in New York. And as far as I'm
I
concerned
don't.
right now,
I don't know who's doing that. So yeah, I don't know
no,
anything.
no, no. I'm just saying. No, I'm not saying you. I'm just,
Right.
I know you have a large platform, so I know if I speak on your platform, a lot of people are gonna hear it. So it's
Right.
not you. I'm just saying, we don't know, like the way y'all throwing it out there, we're not too sure how y'all doing it. So at the end of the day, you understand what I'm trying to say? We up here doing our thing, y'all down there doing y'all thing. At the end of the day, yes, we overrun with immigrants because, it's a whole bunch of nationalities up here. But at the end of the day, y'all fuck with us or y'all don't. I mean, what is it gonna be?
There you go. Thank you so much, sister. Much love. But yeah, no, I don't know anybody who's taking shots at the FBA family in New York. So yeah, that I'm not privy to that. But the thing is, we do have a problem with a lot of stuff that happens up there, and a lot of the tether classes just kind of stand around twiddling their thumbs. You dig? Not all, but we see what's going on again with that Jordan Neely situation. I mean, facts are facts. There were some quote unquote black people who were non FBA standing around during that situation. Not cool. They were standing around not doing nothing or saying nothing. That's just what it is, and that is not cool. And like we've been saying, that shit would not have gone down in an FBA town. Down in Montgomery, there would not be a situation where Jordan Neely or any black person got choked the hell out like that. And there's other black people standing around. This is what we're talking about. This is why we're saying, hey man, we need to look at the actions of all of these so-called black people who's looking black. But who are these people and why are certain things allowed to go down around certain quote unquote black folks? This is why we are delineating, and we're starting to see the delineation was necessary because a lot of the people who are putting in the work is us, and a lot of people who are allowing the bullshit to go on are non-FBAs. Even with the Montgomery situation, there's been a ton of videos by non-FBA people complaining. Why are these niggas beating up on white people? Oh, beating up on white people is not the answer. We've seen some of that. We've seen a lot of it. And even some of the people in Hollywood, some of the FBAs in Hollywood, they're getting called out too. People got on Marlon Wayans. Marlon Wayans, I forgot what he said, but it was, he said some questionable stuff about the Montgomery situation, and people called him out, and then he had to make a response video kind of cop and please. So nobody's getting a pass. Yeah, we're not just beating up on the non FBA sector. Even FBAs who are off code with the things they're saying, they're getting called out, and rightfully so. Let's get my sister Nikki in here. Nikki the God. Let's get Nikki in here. Miss Nikki, what's up, dear? Let's get Miss Nikki in. Miss Nikki, hop in, ma'am.
Hello, Tariq. How are you?
I'm good, Nikki.
There's a couple of things I
Go ahead.
want to bring up. I just want to say that we have every right to celebrate what happened in Montgomery. I don't see it as just symbolistic. It's something that we want to promote more Black people doing, not being afraid to stick together, not being afraid to just immediately get on code without having to think about it. But
Yeah,
with that being said, I feel like we should all be on alert, because white supremacy, they don't like to take L's. I found the system of white supremacy to be extremely passive aggressive. And to me, this means that
yeah,
they'll do things like in other aspects of life to like get back at people, whether it be like your doctor or the person handling your food or the banker with your handling your loan. I've just been noticing white people doing like extra aggressive things while I'm out doing my daily, living my daily life. I even had someone follow me in a car because I went around them because they were just sitting in one spot, and I went around them. They got mad and honked at me and followed me for a long time. I'm not going to say on here how I dealt with it because I know how to protect myself. But what I'm saying is that we should be on alert because they like to do little things to get back at us. One more little thing.
yes, indeed. Go ahead.
Okay, one more thing I want to bring up. On my page, there's something about a Black baby who was decapitated during childbirth and how it was covered up. People keep saying, oh, well, it was a Black doctor who caused the baby to be injured. Well, first of all,
Was she a tether?
yes. Well, look at her last name is Saint something. I'm just going to keep it real. She worked in a hospital. She worked in a white hospital with white staff that's run by them. And a lot of times people do what they feel like they need to do to get by. So we still have like a crisis when it comes to Black infant mortality. And it's something that we should be aware of and try to get more people of our lineage to be our doctors and nurses. And that's all I have to say. Have a good day.
Thank you, dear. Real talk. Real talk. Let's get Cash in here. Cash.
Okay, I just had to turn my mic on. What's up, Tariq?
What's up, Cash? How you doing, brother?
I'm cool, man. I'm checking in from out Baltimore. I just want to say shouts out to the family. We've
No
been
doubt.
turning up here since the Freddie Gray, and
Yes.
collectively, Black America has been starting to turn up since, Ferguson. Just keep turning the temperature up. I want to say that. But I wanted to drop some information that I found out while researching reparations in Special Field Orders 15,
Right.
which is a legal documentation. See, when people say we're asking for handouts, actually asking, we should be asking for the debt that's owed, that's already on legal document.
Right.
And what I read and found out is that the land that was supposed to be given was confiscated, from the South, from the Confederacy, and it stretched from Charleston, South Carolina, to the St. Johns River, which is by Orlando, Florida, south,
Hmm.
going west to what's called Fort Negro, past Panama City, Florida. Then from there, going up to Atlanta, which was Fort McPherson, the one that Tyler Perry bought, because that was one of the biggest forts to try to combat the Seminole War and
Yeah.
black slaves, and and going back over towards Charleston. So if you look at that big block of land, and when you start thinking about Black August, and that was supposed to have been the replacement for the quote unquote Black History Month, because we already know that's a whitewash. So the liberators uh try to do Black August is the official Black History Month, where we represent and celebrate and educate ourselves. And on that note, you know what I'm saying, I think we also need to be pushing Black August for that reason, to have FBA cookouts and stuff like that, where we all
Right.
can get together and keep the energy going. And
Right.
to make
Right.
one more.
So I had to land your plane because yeah, those are some good points. Yeah, we really need to start recognizing August the same way we did Juneteenth. They flipped Juneteenth, and now they done changed the colors. They're mixing in all of these transgender colors and rainbow colors and all of that stuff. Speaking of LBGT, Billy Porter, did y'all see him? He's out here copping pleas now, talking about he has to sell his house and he having money issues because of the writer's strike. It ain't because of the strike. They ain't giving him no roles like that. They use their tools and they get rid of their tools. So he's out here trying to cry foul. He's struggling because of the writer's strike and white people ain't taking care of him. He's trying to cop pleas to white society. He can't come to us. Remember, they used Billy Porter to attack black society. They propped up Billy Porter to attack black society as much as he could. So now that the white people are turning on him, he started copping pleas. I don't want to hear it. When y'all sit here acting like willing tools for white supremacy, when they flip on you, do not come back over here to us with a tear in your eye. Like, hey, y'all, look how they doing, or look how they be doing us. No, you were perfectly fine when they were paying you to throw us under the bus. You and Lizzo. Now that they're turning on Lizzo, they're canceling her concerts and the whole shebang. There is no coon retirement plan, family. When are y'all gonna learn? There is not a Sambo retirement plan. You're not figuring it out. You didn't come up with some major solution like, hey, wait a minute. Instead of fighting white supremacy, I can just go along with it and get all these goodies. Fool, duh. Somebody thought of that before. Coons, and it doesn't work. They always turn on their coons. You're a useful idiot, and then they turn on you. Every single time. They always turn on coons. You are not figuring anything out. It's always somebody thinking that they reinvented the wheel. Like, I just tap dance with these white people. I don't know what's wrong with these stupid niggas over here struggling. You just tap dance, you gonna be good. They gonna like shit forever. No, they got your ass. When they see you turn on other black people, they got your ass. Because they know now, okay, when they get through smacking you around and throwing you to the gutter, you can't go back to the community because you've already made too many enemies. You put a sour taste in everybody's mouth. So they know you're going to be ass out. That's why it's sweet when they get them a nice good coon and then yank the rug out from under their coon because you ain't got nowhere to go. It's just like they did with Omarosa's ass. Y'all ain't heard nothing from Omarosa. Remember? They had Omarosa. She was a useful coon mammy. She was mammying it up. And she's has a Nigerian ancestry, right? Don't Omarosa? She's Nigerian, from what I understand. But she was up there cooning it up and mammying it up. And then when they kicked her out of the Trump administration and changed the locks at the White House on her ass, they changed the locks on her ass. Then she wants to slither back down to the black community. Hey guys, hey big head. Remember all that stuff I was saying about y'all? Well, I was just playing. I was playing them. It was a finesse. I was running game on the white folks. I was the spook who sat behind the door. I was getting some intel to bring to the black community. And we're like, get your ass on somewhere. Stop it. We ain't buying it, sweetie. We ain't buying it. These people threw you out when you were kicking and screaming. All right, don't play that game. Yeah, well, there is no retirement plan for Samboing. Let's get Jamar. Jamar, hop on.
Tariq. Hey, what's up, Tariq? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir. How are
Okay,
you?
I'm good. I'm Jamar calling from Vallejo, California, man. And
Yes, indeed.
I had to like write as you was going talking with the other folks. I had to write down my stuff because I always want to call you and chat, but hey, you got more. It's better fish to fry. So to sum it up, I wrote down three different things. Hopefully, I can get them across without confusing anybody. And the first one is when it comes to this whole the whole thing that we've experienced this week. I want to ask: could this be the beginning of a mass vote boycott asking for our reparations? That's number one. And then number two, how can we get people together to make that happen? And hold on. Um, I'm gonna just leave it at. I'm
Okay,
gonna just leave it at that.
let me land your plane, brother. I'll land it. Man, could it be something is to do with voting? No, that's a secondary issue as far as this situation. We just need to be on code like that. Period. Forget about whatever this doesn't have to turn into a rock the vote type of thing. We just need to be on point and on code like that. Period. If we stay on code the way our family in Alabama was on code all the time, everything will fall into place. Everything we need will fall into place. When we vote on code, that'll fall into place, and our demands will be on code because our demands and that will fall into place. Um, us just being codified like that, that's the most important thing. That's the big takeaway. That's the thing I think a lot of people are also um, ecstatic about, just to see the codification, how black people got together and did some stuff together against an outside enemy. Yeah, we got to keep that same energy. It's just that simple. Let's get some more people in here. Let's get Tim. Let's get Tim in here. Let me get some of these new faces in here that I've not seen before. I don't remember seeing Tim. Let's get some new faces. Hey, what's up, Tim?
A long time fan since 2010, brother. Down here in Little Rock,
Yes, sir.
Arkansas, and I just got one request, please. I love everything you're doing for the FBA. Can you please come down here and speak at one of these HBCUs, Philadelphia College or UAPB? These people down here need some enlightenment, brother.
Yeah, I would love to, man. Yeah, have them holler at me. Yeah, because the HBCUs, see, the problem that I have with some of them, they would hit me up to come down, and it would be like, "Hey, brother, can you come on down?" And then they acting stingy with my appearance fee. I got an appearance fee. So get that fee crack, and I'll come on down, because these HBCUs be having Suki Hana and Sexy Red performing. They'll have every ratchet MC that you can imagine paying them top dollar to come down, using school funds to bring in ratchet rappers. And when it comes to somebody bringing some intelligence and all of that, all of a sudden he is, hey, brother, assalamu alaikum, brother. Listen, this is a great establishment, brother, that was founded in 1863 on the eve of the Civil War, my brother. And there's a lot of historical significance. And it would be our pleasure if you would donate some of your very valuable time to speak to our peoples down here. No, nigga, give me the paper, the same money you just paid um, Lil Uzi Vert last week. Y'all just gave him $70,000 to perform at the homecoming, and give me some of that. All right, y'all not gonna pay the rappers to come down and then ask us to come down to volunteer our time. No, that's the only issue I have with these folks. Yeah, shout out to the HBCUs. But yeah, I'm down to go as long as they do the right thing and make it happen. Let's get Black Mamba in here. Let's get Black Mamba. And I got to go on tour. I need to because I ain't been on the road in a minute. I need to get on tour. What's up, Black Mamba? Hop on, Black
Hey
Mamba.
Tariq, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you,
I'm
dear?
doing well. First I wanted to say that Tim says he's been following you since 2010, and I have been following you since you wrote Play or Be Played.
Wow, that's 2002, right?
Yeah,
2002?
yes. And also I
Yeah.
also had a teacher that you wrote. I had her book. She was an anthropology teacher, and you wrote the introduction to one of her books. And it was a book on the culture and I guess the psychology of pimps and
Okay.
prostitutes and the stripper culture and stuff like that. So I just wanted to put that.
What's her name? What's her name?
I actually can't remember her name, but I do have the book though. I do have the book
Okay.
because I thought it was just a fascinating read. But I wanted to put that out there and let you know that yeah, I've been following your progression.
Yes, ma'am.
So
So what city you in, dear?
Oakland.
Okay, shout out to the town. Shout out to Oakland.
Thank you.
Let's
I'm
see.
glad you know. I'm glad you know about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I actually wanted to get your take on what happened down in Alabama at the riverboat spot because I haven't heard your official take.
Oh man, I've done about 3 broadcasts on it, man. Go to my YouTube channel. I've done about 3 broadcasts breaking it all the way down. But thank you so much. Let me get some more people in here. Oh yeah, I've been talking about this for the last few days. I've been definitely talking about this. Where we at? Speaking of one of my broadcasts, there was some people in one of the comment sections. Y'all remember I did a broadcast. I was debating. It was an African dude, and he was talking about the names, FBA names, how our names, our last names, are not reflective of something. Well, he was kind of being condescending. Y'all remember that call a few days ago? It was an African dude who's up there in the UK, and his whole vibe was, you FBAs, you don't have your last names that represent you, because you don't know who you are, that type of shit. I said, nigga, dude, I had to remind him, y'all over there in West Africa didn't even get surnames until the damn 1850s, right when you were colonized. That's when y'all started getting surnames. And then there was somebody in the chat trying to argue about, they looked in the history books and saw like 1 or 2 historic African figures before the 1800s, going back a few centuries, who had a first and last name. And to answer that, you had a couple like Mansa Musa. It was another guy, I forgot his name. He had a first and last name, but his last name was the name of his tribe. You might find certain people who were rulers whose name was a part of a tribe, like Ubuntu of the Umdege tribe. That's not a real surname. Even Mansa Musa, that's not a real surname. Mansa means king, so his name was King Musa. You dig? So yeah, if you see somebody in Africa who had 2 names, usually it's somebody who was royal, and their so-called first name was a title. You dig? It wasn't necessarily a surname. So you had to clear that up. Some people try to find some exceptions to the norm. The norm is a lot of African people didn't have surnames. The average person didn't have a surname until colonization, until the Europeans came along and gave them surnames. They started giving people surnames when they were colonized. A lot of folks don't know this. So I'm telling FBAs, don't let people run up to you with this shaming of name shit. Well, you don't know your last name. Nigga, y'all didn't have last names either. All right. Y'all didn't have last names over there in Africa either until colonization. A lot of black folks don't know that over here. So that's a little tidbit. So when they try to run this game, y'all know what to hit them back with. Just like with the whole them knowing their lineage and all of that. And oh, my lineage goes back 10,000 years. Nigga, you don't even have a birth certificate. Stop it. That's another con. A lot of folks don't know they don't have birth certificates. A lot of these dudes don't even know when they were born. Let's just keep it a buck. See, we're cleaning up a lot of the BS now, and so that we can get on a righteous page, so that people are not being condescending with a lot of this nonsense. Let's get Eric in here. What's up, Eric? Hop in, Eric. Let's get Eric, and then we're gonna get Willow. But Eric
Oh,
first. Eric, hop on.
oh man. Hold on. Yeah, I definitely appreciate what you do for the community, Tariq. I just wanted to let America know that I was running for president. I filed with the Federal Election Commission and stuff, and I'm running for the Democratic nomination. And I have
Okay.
a blueprint. I have a blueprint for America that I called America's Ten Commandments. Being a religious person myself, and number one is I demand one. Number one is I demand Medicare for all. Number two, now this is like, and this is us appealing to our government since we pay their salaries. So they're allegedly supposed to serve us. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Because we put them in office, we pay their salaries. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So this is our appeal to them. So number one, we demand Medicare. We demand Medicare for all. So we're making an appeal to them. We demand Medicare for all. So all of us, aka universal health care. So all of us should have the right to health care. Number two, we demand a living wage of $20 an hour. That's only 40,000 a year. That's just, you know what I'm saying, that should just be a base point that people who work hard and, you know, should at least be able to have a living wage. I feel number two of $20 per hour. Number three, I said we demand corporations and mega churches pay their fair share of taxes. You know what I'm saying? And that to me will have the
Okay, Eric, let's slow down. Let's slow down because you got to be focused. If you're running for president, you got to be focused because you're kind of scatterbrained. You're all over the place. So let me get some cliff notes here. What do you have in your 10 commandments that's specific for Black people, particularly foundational Black Americans? Go ahead.
um well, that's something that has to be negotiated. That would be number 10 would be that we demand reparations, you know what I'm saying, for foundational Black Americans. Now, of course, that amount, you know, has to be negotiated. Um, but we definitely, you know, will have to make that appeal and that demand.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Now you made that number 10. Now, before number 10, you've made universal health care a priority, the living wage for all a priority, and Medicare for all a priority. So you've already all lives matter everything before you got to number 10. So how is that going to work for foundational Black Americans?
Well, it's on my list of priorities. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's 10 commandments. You know what I'm saying? And I feel that all 10 commandments are important. All 10
So
appeal to the
basically,
government.
so basically, you're the male Sheila Jackson Lee. It's the same shit. Okay. It's just more that Sheila Jackson Lee, yeah, reparations, but let's get all these other things in order first, and then we'll get down to the reparations for y'all. But all lives matter, universal health care, that's going to help you Black folks too,
No,
right?
I don't believe I don't be talking that all lives matter. I don't be talking that.
Yeah,
That's
you are though, brother. You just did. Universal health care for all, that's all lives matter, right?
well, I believe that that's that's only fair. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like there are also poor white people too who you know what I'm saying
Oh,
have a right to health that should have a right to health care also.
Eric, which one of your parents are white?
Neither one of my parents are white. My parents are from Grand Cayman. They're not American.
Oh, okay. Non FBA.
Yeah, they're not yeah, neither one of them were born here.
There we go. There it is. Okay. All right, Eric. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, you already knew. We don't even have to go there. You already knew. Tether, tether, tether. And y'all wonder why we do not let the tether class represent us. This is reason 1880 why we do not let the tether class represent us. Like that's why I said he's Sheila Jackson Lee all over again. A Caribbean tether, all lives mattering everything, and then you're gonna put reparations way back there on the bottom after you done all lives mattered every damn body. There's poor white people's out here now too. There's immigrants. Did y'all see Sheila Jackson Lee with her curry goat eating ass standing at the border doing that woes me, oh, these immigrants are suffering, Oh Lord, we got to do something. These poor immigrants is, oh, they are struggling to get this. Did y'all see that? They're doing that old performative thing where they're trying to shame us into caping for non-citizens when we need resources for all of these FBAs over here. Lord. Willow, hop on, ma'am. Willow Tree. Come on, Miss Willow Tree. Miss Willow Tree, where are you, ma'am? Turn your microphone on. Miss Willow Tree. Now, Miss Willow Tree, you dipped out. Now, ma'am, you had way too much forehead to not understand the assignment, Miss Willow Tree. You had a very pronounced forehead, so I'm pretty sure there's a lot of space in that skull that gave you an understanding of the assignment, ma'am. All right, let me get Brother Afro Elite in here. Afro Elite. What's going on? I'm good, man. How are you,
Doing
sir?
good. I'm doing good. I want to talk on some. You had a caller earlier, and who he quoted a Neely Fuller thing where he says black people should not celebrate because we're still under the system of white supremacy. And
Yeah,
I have a couple of things I want to say about that. My thing is that sometimes you have to understand a person and what they mean in context. You can't take every single thing so literally. I think
right.
why he said that is
Yo,
because
yo.
when we talk about celebration, we talk about like over partying until like there's nothing else. I think that's why
Right.
he made that. You can celebrate in a productive way, like how you have museums and you're celebrating, but it's productive. There's a limit
Right.
to it. We are human, so we should be able to enjoy ourselves and celebrate, but there's a limit
Yeah.
to it. I think that's what he was really getting at with it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I was thinking too. Not to celebrate to the point where you're just not focused on empowering yourself. Like you made a great example with the museum. The museum, we have a great time up there every time we have events. And when you come there, you're learning some stuff. You laugh at the comedians, you enjoy the drinks and the music and the food. But when you're there, you have all of these artifacts and all of these great scholars that we're celebrating, and you're learning something when you come there too. You learn and you have a great time. You laugh. We have great comics. You might meet your nice honey, ladies. You might meet your nice sugar daddy up in there. So, you know, there's a balance to it. Let's get Teddy. Miss Teddy, and then we'll get Willow again. Willow came back. Well, let's get Teddy first.
Tariq, help me, Tariq. Help me, Tariq.
Okay,
Help.
what's going?
Help.
Oh, what's wrong, Teddy?
Help. Help. Tariq. Help.
Well, damn it, brother. Does somebody have their finger in your bussy? Roll the window down, brother, and let us know what street you're on. Are you on DuPont Circle in Washington D.C.? Okay, I think somebody it was this brother was getting sexually assaulted in Washington D.C. So if anybody is on DuPont Circle right now, and there's a brother with his head out the window screaming help, y'all get the license plate. Okay? I think that was a drug deal gone bad. He went to buy a kilo, and the niggas tied him up and assaulted him and then took his dope. So he's out of bussy and $13,000. So we need to help that brother. Let's get him the help he need. All right. Um, he sounded like he was going through it, or he might have went down there to Montgomery to go to the riverboat to celebrate, and then he got kidnapped by some white supremacists, and they threw a chair in his ass to pay back the rebellion that happened last week. They got him and took revenge out on his ass and put a chair in it. So we got to find that brother. That's why I wanted to know his whereabouts. But let us know where you at, brother. And we'll get some help to you, sir. Miss Willow, you here, ma'am? Willow. Now, Willow, why is your phone this raggedy, ma'am? And you cannot, Willow, turn the microphone on, ma'am. You have to unmute yourself, Willow. Okay, Willow, I'm trying to give Willow a shot here, and Willow is struggling. Willow is using her baby daddy phone, and she ain't supposed to be on it. She don't know how to unlock the code. She stole her baby daddy phone, and she's sitting here just typing in different numbers. 7728. Shit, that ain't it. Let me spell some bitches' names. Kimberly. No, that ain't it. Dashika. No. She just going down every name she can to try to unlock that nigga's phone. Give him his phone back, Willow. You're not going to figure out the passcode. All right, let's get some other people in here. Let's get my brother Black Alpha Network in here. Black Alpha Network. What's up, Black Alpha? I'm good, man. What's on your mind, sir?
Man, everything, brother. I just want to say shout out to the whole family. Black August energy is real. I'm seeing a lot of people saying that like this is the start of something. This ain't the start. We've been on this time. This is everything we've been on for the last 3 or 4 years, really heavy the last 3 or 4, but really the last 10. This is the reparations movement, everything. It's just the first time it happened. It ain't on World Star. The camera phone wasn't shaky. But brothers and sisters been on code. And the last thing I want to say, brother, is we got to gatekeep this right here within us, because I'm seeing a lot of videos with people from the dominant society, people of color, and they're acting like they were with it and they're making jokes. But you know, they don't really think that's funny. Karen ain't trying to see Karen get thrown in the water. Ken ain't trying to see Ken get hit with a chair. So we got to make sure them same people who are trying to make jokes about it, now they're going to be trying to tell us to vote Democrat when it's all said and done. So I say that, salute to you, my family.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, man. Black Alpha makes a good point. Yeah, I see a lot of white people on TikTok like, yeah, they got what they deserve. But let me tell you something. They don't like that. Let me tell you something. They sit up here and sit up and co-sign the brothers and sisters putting in work because the brothers were in the right. They know that, but deep down, they don't really like that. They don't like to see them Karens and them Kens get washed. You dig? They don't like it. So let's not be fooled. Let's not get too comfortable with that. We still need to remain on code. And by the way, guys, don't forget, man, hiddenhistorymuseum.com. You go there, hiddenhistorymuseum.com, to get your tickets to join us at the Hidden History Museum this Saturday. We got the Black August celebration where we have a bunch of phenomenal comedians, and we're going to have a rap contest, and we're just going to vibe and network like we do and have a great time. And y'all can come up there and get you some root work deodorant and just have a great time and network. We're going to have a phenomenal time this Saturday. hiddenhistorymuseum.com, ladies and gentlemen. Should I get one more call? Because I'm not trying to be on here all night. I got to go attend to my little baby girl. We out here on vacation, and she done got like a little fever, and we're giving her that little baby Tylenol and all that stuff. So I got to check on her because she be keeping asses up, waking up in the middle of the night. So I can't be on too late. But let's get one more call. Raise your hand if you're ready to get on. Because that Willow person, she kept raising her hand to get on, but never turned her microphone on. So let's raise your hand. If you want to get on, raise your hand. If you want to get on, raise your hand. Let's get Bambi Rocks. Did I have you on before, Bambi Rocks? Is this Jibber Jabbering Jeff? Oh no, let's get Bambi and then we're gonna get Jeff. I want to see if that's Jibber Jabbering Jeff. Bambi?
Hey, what's up, Tariq? How you doing?
What's up, Bambi? How are you, brother?
Good, good. Quick question. What do you think about the revolution that happening in Africa right now? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, brother. Well, I'm shout out to them for getting the white supremacists up out of there, or some of them, and I'm all for it. I want y'all to keep doing your thing out there. And y'all want to stay there, home, and fight for your homeland. I'm all for that. What's up, Jeff? Hop on, man.
Hey, Tariq, really quickly, I'm not trying to gentrify this space too much. we spoke about a week ago, and I said I was against reparations, and since then I've been attacked by like 3 hornets. So I suspect that one of your followers may have put a root out on me because I've never been attacked by any sort of wild animal before, but it's happened like 3
Right.
times since then. So, yeah.
And one of them was me. One of them was me because I transformed my spirit into a hornet, and I went down to the Cracker Barrel and waited for you to come out and stung you right on your arm. That was me.
Well,
So we
you must have
to
got the
let you
wrong
know.
guy because I wasn't at the Cracker Barrel. I was at my trailer park.
I look. I went to the first person who left Cracker Barrel who ate some Rice Krispie treats and some Brussels sprouts, and it looked like you.
Okay,
And I
well,
said, "Sting this bitch," and I got that arm. So I'm telling you, one of them was me. Just to let you know how serious we are about our reparations. And I transformed back into a human, and I'm out here kicking it. So
it reminded me of the Lake Lanier thing of all those spirits grabbing the white people out from the lake.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We would do that. We would do that. We would transform ourselves into in the Haitian Revolution. A brother named Mackendall, they were about to kill him because he was one of the people who kicked off the Haitian Revolution. And he said, "Look," he said to the French, "before y'all kill me, I'm coming back as a mosquito, and I'm gonna get you bitches." And later on in the revolution, a bunch of mosquitoes came and gave the French soldiers malaria, and they all died. So yeah, that spirit is absolutely real. So
yeah,
if you see an ant crawling around your house and it bites you on your fucking ankle, just know that ant is FBA. That's gonna be me. Okay.
probably my ancestors screwed over one of their ancestors and they're getting their vengeance.
Yeah, probably so, man. So the vengeance energy is real, brother. But that
It's
is
August.
it's August, brother. You better watch out, man.
I am.
Some of these other FBAs in here, man, we're gonna turn into frogs and just leap all on your ass.
I
So you
know.
better.
That's why I was reaching out about the FBA FWA alliance to try to get this going so I don't get animals on me the second I step outside.
And whatever you do, don't go to Alabama because you're gonna be walking down the street and a dog is gonna bite you square in your ass, and that's gonna be some brothers who then transform their energy into a pit bull. So you better watch out, brother. Be safe. I
Or a
think
Rottweiler.
yes, indeed. But anyway, y'all, let me get up out of here. It's been real, ladies and gentlemen. Go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com, hiddenhistorymuseum.com, and get your tickets for this weekend. hiddenhistorymuseum.com, and also go get the root work package. We still have some root work packages available at rootworkstyle.com. Get your deodorant game on. We got a phenomenal deodorant package at rootworkstyle.com. Anyway, y'all, I'm up out of here. Put your kuta and lalavuve to the family. Peace.